One thing we're doing is getting to a level of completeness in our understanding of the neural circuitry that guides behavior. And the two main things that my lab is known for, one is controlling activity of neurons, and this is something called optogenetics, where we can use light to play in activity patterns and turn neurons on or off during behavior and see what happens. And another thing my lab is known for is something called clarity, which is a way of building a gel from inside the brain and removing elements that you don't want and making it transparent. And so you can see the wiring without slicing it, chopping it up into little bits. You can have an intact, transparent brain, labeled. You can see the neurons, you can see the connections. Now those are two separate developments. One is wiring and one is activity. But we're now fusing those data streams together. This is not published yet, but it's very exciting. We can now have single brains from behaving vertebrates that we can see the activity of every single neuron in the brain, and we can now get structural information and molecular information and wiring information from all those neurons from the very same animals. Then it becomes like really looking at the circuit diagram of a computer, and this is pretty exciting, I have to say. I think neuroscience is, in some ways it's ahead, in some ways it's behind. It's behind because we don't have a deep understanding of the basic principles of tissue function. You know, in the way that a heart is clearly a pump and you can understand it's pumping, and so cardiology is informed by that. We don't really know what information is in the brain. We don't really know how brain-wide dynamics work. And so we have this understanding gap that makes us, in some respects, very primitive compared to other fields of biology or medicine. But at the same time, that's not because the people working in the field are not, brilliant. My colleagues are brilliant and they're doing great work. It's because it's a hard problem. And so what's happened is that's driven the development of exciting technologies and tools, and those coming from neuroscience now are, I think, more advanced in many ways than what's coming from other fields. It's the need, the necessity that's being the mother of invention here, and so it's both, and it makes it an exciting place to work.